Well, if you're a fan of trains, then this is the map for you. It is 1-1, not 1-0, as the top scoreboard says. As MIBR stormed Inferno to take us to Train, having lost their map of Nuke. Similar, where do you see this one going?
Well, like I said at the beginning of Inferno, James, looked like we were going to get a third map, and we did. Now the question is whether or not it's going to be OG restoring order or not. You know, here on Train, are they going to make it to the station? Are they going to catch it on time? That's what we're all waiting to see here on the third map of this series, James.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the knife has taken place just yet. I'm assuming it maybe has. I fancy KiNK for this one. I fancy KiNK and MIBR for this one. I feel like we are going to see dominant AWPs here, and I don't know if Mantu is going to be able to keep up, but I will say that OG are more organized by some respects. They found it difficult. I mean, credits to MIBR, actually. They had some really cool CT setups on Inferno. So, you know, historically, again, it's the team with more depth is OG, but I don't want to, like, just sell MIBR down the river. They did some really cool stuff on the CT side. They made it really hard for OG. I believe in KiNK for this one, man. He's just too much of a beast. That's my opinion.
It's a real stretch going with KiNK. You know, one of the top performers of the entire tournament. Wouldn't have seen that one coming, James.
It's my dark horse. He's my dark horse.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, if KiNK and VSM show up, which they have pretty much every map of this tournament so far for MIBR, if they continue to show up, it's really going to be the question of who joins them. It always feels like there's a third one who's just popping off on MIBR. So Lucas, Leo, TRK, all eyes on them now. Who is going to be here for MIBR? The Brazilians. Leo going to get charged down. Mantu actually super aggressive into Pop Dog. Nearly got a freebie there. But it is going to be a quick answer. KiNK going long range with the Glock. Not advised. Alexi B and Valde going to find headshots there. Two-man advantage now for OG.
A lot of shuffling around in CT spawn. A lot of sound cues as you can see MBK holding an off angle now. I think he made a footstep there which has been heard, going for some pre-fire, but again, just buying time for his teammates as the numbers fall for MIBR. Fiasco may not get a bomb plant from this one. Lands a headshot, but again with the Glock it's just not enough. OG will take the pistol.
Yeah, in fine fashion as well. That was brutal and aggressive from OG. So clearly OG, they're like, all right, enough shenanigans. Okay, we got beaten up on Inferno. We put up a little bit of a fight towards the end, but, you know, we got it over with quick. So we wanted to move on to Train here, and we wanted to hit it over. They get that CT start. They get that pistol start on the CT, and, well, now it's 1-0 and looking good here for OG. VSM has elected to buy a Zeus. He's looking to tase somebody here. He was just hoping that somebody was going to be holding close Pop Dog, but that's not going to be the case, VSM. Unfortunately for you now, I don't know where you get to use this one, dude.
A big focus on the next round here from MIBR. So this will be a long, drawn-out round as they wait out the initial utility from OG. The quest is to, I think this is a three-part plan. Part A is to make it expensive. Part B is to try and plant the bomb. When I say part A is to plant the bomb. Interchangeable, whichever you prefer, and part C, of course, is to maybe win a round, which we've seen from OG in the previous maps, but not quite from MIBR. They're normally on the receiving end. They've lost one player. They have a flash on TRK, and they still have a minute with which to try and get OG on tired eyes and land a headshot or two.
Name of the game. Yep, hoping against hope, and BK, the hero of the last map, and, well, of Nuke as well. Not going to be caught sleeping. Nice headshot there on the Mantu. He's going to be hard-pressed to survive this. Unreal. NBK's there to save his teammate, and he doesn't even shoot his teammate when his teammate was so low. One bullet would have done it. Instead, now it's VSM, and VSM, my dude. I don't think that's going to happen.
Searching for Mantu. A story by
Dude, look at Valda, though. Just gets over here, starts crouching in front of MBK.
I feel like maybe
he's so hungry for kills.
They can see him. Like the end of his gun or something. Just peppering.
Easily gets it.
I never understand why people drop the Zeus in spawn. They'll buy it and drop it. You just run, you leave spawn. Like, why? Just why? You know? Just why do I have this? Why have you dropped this? But
well, because they still have a soul, or, you know, any other reason. You know, you just throw that thing away, dude. It's beneath any real CSGO player.
I don't know how to buy it. I don't know where on the menu it is.
You've never mistakenly misbought a Zeus?
No, never.
I don't Always happens to
It's
me.
impossible.
I just fat finger the keys and it just goes bad.
God knows what you're trying to buy then. I still
Yeah.
miss the old text message, the old text menu. It's a tiny white menu, no wheel, just potato. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Mantu. Oh boy, he's got no idea, but that's a sound cue for him. Oh, this is so strange, isn't it? This is just the darkest timeline for MIBR. Thank you for playing. That's very unfortunate indeed, isn't it? But there is a play into the B bomb site. So the bomb will get planted. A forward smoke to try and buy some real estate on the B bomb site. So MIBR could still do some work here.
Wow. Yeah, getting the bomb plant out of this situation is actually really big. Velda's going to find one, though. And now VSM between the trains trying to hope to catch somebody out. He is now going to be alone, and it looks like they figured out that this guy's somewhere in the smoke, and he is gone. Velda with both kills. He did have a little bit of help there from Alexi B. And they will get the bomb plants. Kit or no kit. OG, that was a retake that happened with plenty of time. And that's a soul-destroying start to the round there. The Mantu flank. That is just brutal. Catching up, like the dude. That's how everybody wishes their flank would go, and it just never happens for any of us. And it just happened for Mantu. You know, Mantu the entire time was just clenching, like don't turn my way, don't turn my way, don't turn my way, don't turn my way.
That is an unbelievable stroke of luck. And a very nice start to the CT side for OG. 3-0 now as they have put MIBR into pistol territory. One of the fun things on Train with Deagles on the T side is if you can encourage the CTs to peek you on a narrow channel as you're peeking from main or something, then you don't need too much correction left or right to land a headshot. Up to OG to avoid such a thing. Lexi B looks to swing. Oh, there we go. Gets his bell rung. Panic HE grenade. Still got most of his health though, just above a one shot to the chest with a Desert Eagle. Ooh.
Oh, they didn't make it through though. They didn't make it through. They have one more flash. Never mind. That flash is dead. Ah, disaster. KNG though. Hey, what's up, NBK? Get popped. Heath is going to trade him though, but that is just so frustrating for MIBR. Lucas was able to pick up Leo's flash, so at least they have a flash again to work with here at MIBR, but they really needed to just explode out from Ivy behind that flash, and it just never happened. They kind of just got bogged down there, so some hesitation from MIBR ended up really costing them.
Whisper of music in the background. And Geiger scales. Is it Geiger scale? The radiation thing. 30 seconds on the clock. Again, still a chance to do more damage. OG being patient. I hate staring at angles for long periods of time. Really slows down your reactions, but maybe not if you're Alexi B. Crouch peek from TRK. Still 15 seconds to do more impact. Lucas puts Isa in red, but couldn't get that final bullet. So they did $12,000 of damage with those pistols. Not too shabby for MIBR.
You know, at that point, you're just going to take whatever you can get, right? OG are sitting 4-0. They got Bank. They are definitely going to be feeling way better than they did on Inferno. So now this is going to be, I think, the big round here for MIBR, man. They really need to do some serious damage to OG, if not win the round here. Or we could very well see the reverse.
Yeah, still a chance. Plenty of chances for MIBR to make things expensive for OG. They can build upon the damage they did in that Deagle round. Again, MIBR have two players up Ivy, or towards Ivy rather. Look at the aggressive positions here from OG. I was wondering if there'd be a pop flash play into main or something. There are some nice jump throws, smokes to go deep into main for a take. BK still close to the ladder room, and he may have some company soon. Oh boy, looked away for 1 second and now he's dead.
Surprise. Oh no, I mean, this is just the jiggle peek. Yeah, oh my god, how does he miss that shot? Way too close, KNG. That was so close that they decided to back off behind that smoke as well.
Oh, Mantu here's grenades. Is he actually going to fall or just wait for the slow play? 42 seconds left. He's actually... That is ridiculous. The incendiary there to force them away. HG grenades follow up as well, and he'll fall back. 30 seconds on the clock. That bomb needs to make a play now. Smoke fading from A main as LXCB's lost on Ivy. That's a huge position for Lucas to take. Really limits where the CTs can stand, and there's not many to stand left just yet. Now it's Mantu with he gets the collateral. The 1 versus 3. Is he going to go all the way? 7 HP. He might give it a go, but this is certainly still an uphill struggle. You can see Lucas back towards Ivy, and I don't know if there's much more for him to do.
Dude, A site train. I mean, retakes on train are just nightmare fuel. 1v3, there's just no way. Even 1v2, I would almost be wondering, you know, unless you get the kill instantly, even then it's going to be near impossible to get a retake going on A train. So it is looking like MIBR are going to get, in decisive fashion, their first round in this first half on train. So excellent work. They really wish they could probably take this AWP off of Mantu, but even this is, you're going to get OG spending that money. And you held on to the essentials on your side, so very nice work here from MIBR. Just what they needed. And, well, that's the thing. I mean, just what they needed. But, again, I'm hoping that we're not going to see a repeat of what happened on Nuke on the T side for MIBR, where they kept running the clock down, and eventually it was the clock that was forcing their hand. And we saw how that turned out on Nuke. It did not work. They kept getting forced into weird spots. This time it worked out for them, but you know, more often than not on Nuke, it was backfiring. Hopefully they'll be able to pick up the pace a little bit here on their T side and not be caught in that position where their back is to the wall and they're forced to by the hand of time.
Very aggressive molly from MIBR. That one's becoming more and more common. Sometimes, though, it does cost a life. Better make sure your movement's on point. There's a lurk smoke put up from the CTs. There's a crate on the way to B, on the way to lower B, where you can line up that forward smoke. Allows the CTs to creep behind it, get a one-way over it. So you'll see it often respected by the T side. And now there are questions from OG as to what might be above the B bomb site, and they may soon find out. I can see C.R.A.E holding a grenade. Response immediately from Man2. Will he have the angle to avoid the flashes? He will. He sees more. They need a rotation.
Velda's a dead man. Yeah. Oh, he still takes one with him. That is so good. Oh, the fadeaway shot in the smoke as well from Mantu. Get out of here. Man advantage now for OG going into the retake, but that is by no means easy. On the B site, the flank is going to be crucial. Issa steps in, spots KNG, but does not net the kill. And now TRK on the side as well. Could very well, yep. Take down NBK. Life's going to get difficult. Alexi B does not miss the shot, and so now it's a 1v2. Do they have a smoke? Looked like they did, and they are going to be getting on that bomb. No kit, though. KNG has no way of knowing this.
Oh, my God. You had to wonder. I think his smoke grenade went a bit too deep there. Alexi be able to see over the top. Dangerous round, but OG able to stop MIBR from putting that consecutive round together. And it seems there will be a force up from MIBR. Maybe it's better than a force, actually. It's just a full buy from them. So we'll see how it plays out. 2 AWPs now for OG. Alexi B with the second one. I think we saw Valde wielding one in an earlier map, and now it's Alexi B's turn. 8-1 is Man2 with the AWP on the CT side, which is great to see. Leo, in the meantime, still looking for his first right.
Oh, nicely done here by Velda. The aggression pays off. He could have held on a little bit longer, but decides not to get too greedy. So a man advantage in this key round. Very nicely done there. Glad to see that aggression pay off on that CT side. It feels like a lot of times you're getting caught because the Ts are so wild, like wily now.
Yeah, we saw that. That's
not easy.
That was a lurk smoke they did last time and didn't push behind it. Perhaps this false sense of security the second time. They do go for an aggression there. And it pays off for them. Offered a certain behavior and played against it the next time around. Puts MIBR on the back foot. KNG waiting for a peek from E-Box. That will never come. Zochi a passive on the A-bomb side this time with a minute on the clock. Got 2 players to fight around Ivy should it be required. Very difficult, very important position to hold is Ivy, especially for bomb plants on the A-bomb side. Here comes a swing with a flashbang, a smoke to create some space, or spot one on Heaven. NBK trying to make his way down, stuck on top of the ladder, but he has made it down. There will be a big defense here from OG. MIBR closer to the site. There's an Ivy peek from LXCB. dancing around the hell position, but KNG will trade him. And now it's KNG alone, 1 versus 3. Misses the flick. Pallate, of course, 6-1 OG.
Man, missing that flick. That's so brutal, but I mean, the damage is done at that point. Whether he hits that shot or not, he'd be in a 1v2, still having to get the bomb planted. These rounds are so scrappy, James, man. It still feels like it could go either way, even in all that chaos. It's so crazy.
Yeah, down to the wire, but keeps getting pulled by OG.
Now we are going to get that first timeout getting called here by OG on this T side. And that's after OG managing to, or rather by MIBR, the timeout's getting called, and that's after OG managing to chain 2 rounds together. And so MIBR, rather than going for the force buy, interesting. They're not going to go for the force. They're just going to go for the half buy, invest a little bit of money in pistols and Kevlar and whatnot, but they're going to leave some to have a very strong buy in the coming round. So interesting to see this discipline from MIBR. Thought we would get a little bit more of that scrappiness from them that we saw on Nuke and Inferno. But it's looking like they want to slow down the pace a little bit here and trust in their setup for the next round. And there is also the fact that they are so lethal with Deagles, which you keep pointing out, James, and well, they keep demonstrating.
Yeah. VSM 1 for 7. I mean, such is the nature of training sometimes. He has a hero AK on this occasion while Leo tries to invite players to focus on the A-bomb site. Close, but not quite. There are 4 players on A at present. And Pallate will actually commit to the A-bomb site as well. So on an anti-eco round, everybody goes towards A. Pallate's lost his angles, and there are 3 players swarming on B. He hasn't seen a single one just yet. This bomb plot may be a nasty surprise, but he's activated now. But VSM has been given a position by Oil with this AK-47 due to an over-rotation from OG.
Oh, this long-range spot as well. But Alexi B catches VSM out in the open. Alexi B again. And well, TRK now, you can see him. It's almost like a cartoon. He doesn't know which way to look. 4 guys in a tight spot, and he's going to get overwhelmed. OG going to get that 7th round on the board. A nice little AK donated as well to Issa. He'll be feeling good about that one. And OG with the 7th round in the final map of this series. It's a best of 3. We're in the lower bracket, and whoever loses this map goes home with $50,000. And well, if you win this tournament, you get $500,000. So highly motivated right now, these 2 teams. It's quite a big gap between 4th place and 1st place here at Flashpoint 2. And they're still in the running. So OG right now, let's see, fully bought up. They got everything. MIBR looking good too. This is it, James. This is it, the big round.
Yeah, it really is. Alexi B with a quick look towards the Lolf position. Some IV players will throw a molly to Lolf over that box there, but there is a jump throw from Connector, which can be done as well. Mad Lions like to deploy that one. NBK by a sandwich. This can be mollied from main, which I think is being lined up. Not yet. Well, East is dead in ladder room. NBK has elevated himself, but he's got to be careful. He'll be boosting over the smoke. NBK's got a lot to do now. Big task on his shoulders. That's a good start. Headshot to Leo, trying to take out Lucas as well. Multi-frag's not there, but Mantu will allow KNG to walk straight into his reticle. Spots one by E-Box as well. And disadvantage for OG. The flank's on the way from Alexi B, but won't come in time to save Mantu. He'll be traded, but this can be done. Scope is close, and Lucas is starting to wonder. Alexi B with the sound cues for free. Flanking with the Deagle now. This will get him halfway there. He knows the other player is by that held position. Oh, if he held it, then who knows? VSM with the smoke now, but he's got to make his way to the site. 40 seconds. Elevates himself. Does Alexi B dare creep out? Indeed he does. Misses the first shot. Might have a second chance at it. 30 seconds. VSM spotting by stop sign. Now at the back of the site. He'll get a bomb plant at the very least. Oh, the patience! But he just doesn't make it. VSM now he's stuck up top, back down again. Oh, it's so awkward for both. When does he choose to peek? How patient can he be? The crouch peek. And now Alexi B on the Deagle, but he's got 72 HP. VSM. My God. Still got 7 attempts here with the AWP. I'm not sure if he was just spotted by VSM there. Stop sign now as Alexi B makes his way forward alongside Red. And finally, VSM will win the dance. Another round down to the wire.
What are these duels? What are these duels, James? That was amazing. What a shame from Alexi B. That is such a sick position that he found himself in there with both of them lined up. And the smoke. He saw the smoke, and it was so good. What a round. I mean, these are just clutch. These are just clutch rounds in the end. And this time, it's MIBR who managed to get it to go their way. OG, though, still plenty of money for the buy themselves, so they will be fully equipped. And, well, MIBR as well, they're going to be doing all right. So this is going to be a good one here. VSM is about to get... He's going to roast alive. He's done. MBK robs him, gets the kill. But that was beautiful. VSM, he was just stuck, and he committed to it. Showed some real bravery there.
Leo currently 0 for 8. NBK could catch him with a grenade in his hand, actually. Being patient for now. This is the game that's normally played lower B. Spots the elbow, and there we go. Just trying to buy as much time as possible. Leo's got to be careful. Does he get to punish the reload, maybe? Well, he squeezed his way out, but NBK is formidable from this position. But there it is, the opening frag for Leo. Taken 10 rounds and dead now, of course.
Dead now, of course. That's Issa being the hero there. Luckily for OG, he was still playing Pop Dog. Oh, the flank, though. Montu, this time, Lucas is going to be the one to catch him out, though. Brings it back to a 3-on-3. And we're going to get another flank coming in as well. Issa... getting aggressive, has worked his way out through Ivy. Unfortunately for him, he's just a second too late. So now it's a lot riding on Valda right here. This man, does he manage to hold the line? 2 players about to come crashing onto this B side. He turns away, finds the first shot, instantly traded. Well done. Alexi B, however, Johnny on the spot. Looks like he spotted out C.R.A.E on the high ground as well. Awkward.
So is the time for MIBR. 10 seconds on the clock as they're trying to cross a crucial kill from Lucas. Very dangerous situations for him with that bomb on both bomb sites. Issa coming in from the back. How on earth does he try and defuse this bomb? Planted in the middle of the site. He just got sound cues for one of the players, but where could they have moved to? I don't know. Oh, Lucas had a chance, but he was not looking in the right direction. He's at the scene. Now he finally has the trade off the ladder from TRK will work. MIBR with another important round. It's been a real struggle for them to pick up some rounds in this first half. Finally, they've got a consecutive round, and they've broken the money of OG, so the game could really be on here.
Dude, this is such a, that is exactly what they needed. The 2 rounds together, they break OG's economy, and what couldn't happen for OG on Inferno, not being able to chain rounds in and really put MIBR in a tight spot early enough in the half where they could stop MIBR from getting into double digits. Now MIBR, they've done it. OG are going to go for a hard eco here in this round, and this is MIBR's chance to just plow through this defense. Fantastic, not a single kill. So, very quick one there. And now let's see, even now you're going to go for the buy, but it's going to be so light on grenades for OG. It's not ideal. Oh man, and I mean, if they wanted an op, they'd have to just go for the glass cannon on BK. Definitely not worth it. Yeah, just do what you can, get the full grenades out. Alexi B's gonna have a kit, and this is not the best of buys here for OG, so let's see what they're capable of.
Molly up towards Ivy, stop a potential AWP peak, but there's no AWP. Great spray from NBK. He knows what could be happening. They've got to pay attention to hell now, these CTs, but they're not ready for it just yet. Lucas spots the second one. Waiting for the duel, but Mantu will hold down the position. Leo's lurking as well with the bomb. He needs help. KNG's made his way through Ivy, and he takes NBK out as he's focusing towards Sandwich. Shot in the back, but there will be a flank from Mantu, but will it come in time as Issa gets dropped as well?
Mantu, pretty sure Mantu just got spotted as well. He realizes it, and he's thinking about backing off. Could be a chance. KNG was playing it very safe. Did not go for the peak. But there was a chance to catch him from backing off with these 2 M4s, and now OG are going to be in a real tight spot. They're going to want to hold on to these rifles. But you already have the feelers out here from MIBR. So Spawn is going to get cleared. Khan is getting cleared. Could very well move up VSM into Brown Halls and figure this out as well. Yeah. Wonder if they're going to be able to save him. Mantu's going to make this as expensive as possible. Takes down Leo. Well done. He's gotten very clever, and he's going to get shot in the back of the head. Mantu, however, will trade it. And so only 2 survive for MIBR, which means that their money is going to have to get tapped into pretty heavily here this round. But this should be another round of eco coming in from OG. Very curious to see how this all shapes up for OG.
Yeah, difficult times. Is 7 rounds enough, I wonder, for their CT side with potential AWP output from KNG to come? But again, Mantu's done great so far. He really has delivered. Oh boy, speaking of deliveries, a special one from NBK straight in the face of Leo. That's position and a rifle collected by OG. And let's not forget, these are the worst rounds from MIBR. That will certainly help, but he's not expecting a second player here. And things go from bad to worse very quickly.
Yeah, and patience there. Ha! VSM was already ready for him. 9th kill for VSM. Not even into double digits. But they are starting to make their way there. KNG catches Velda. And while Mantu, see, he is the one who obviously wants to be in a position to make a play. But unfortunately for him, they are not going A. Although VSM is close, this is just a distraction, trying to draw attention away. And Alexi B right now, he's going to get ready. Exactly. He knows now. His teammate is here to tell him that nobody is rotated outside of this pop dog towards A site. It is going to be action B in a moment here. And Alexi B sees at 75 up close. Oh, he could be the one to ruin their day completely. Yep, he's going to wrap. There it is. Freebie. Deny. No, he doesn't deny it. That's so unfortunate.
Doesn't get an AWP either, but he's still a very dangerous player in a 2v2 with a seat at 75. Made it a little easier. They can play for the beeps now, although that would mean he picks up an AWP. Close.
Well, he hit the headshot there too.
Close, but not quite. MIBR actually survive an eco round. Take a
Man,
picture.
that's so frustrating that he
Kodaks
doesn't
out.
deny it. That is a split-second difference where if he denies it, then it's a 2-on-1. Or a 2-on-2, but the bomb needs to get planted, and so there's an opportunity to take a fight 2-on-1 there for OG, and it's a radically different situation.
6-7. MIBR with a 5-round flurry. 2 AWPs out on the T side of Train. You know it's a Brazilian team when you see that. It's been a while since the Luminosity days and crazy buys like this, but here we are. So, just the 1 sniper for OG. And now just the 1 sniper for MIBR because VSM has been deleted early. Maybe there's a take of main to come, or NBK maybe just trying to force MIBR away from the angles. KNG lost in the smoke. Maybe trying to jump on the crates there. There he is, and he's been baited into that all day. The wisdom in the shoulders of NBK. Delivering a second frag. Courtesy of Mantu, but NBK baited him into it.
NBK might even make it in here. Before long, Lucas is going to be in this standoff. NBK is holding close. Issa drawing attention to Pop Dog as well. That's all this is about. Nicely done, though. Issa going to catch TRK, and that might force Lucas's hand. NBK, let's see if he is rewarded for his patience. Oh, he started to back off. He's second-guessing, and that's the opportunity. That's all Lucas was waiting for, and he couldn't have peaked at a better time. 2-on-2. And now the rotation has to come through here from Alexi B and Valdo. Heavy hitters in their own right, but that is going to be so insanely frustrating for OG. They had the setup. Bardolph.
Where is this bomb committing to? Lucas is hiding in the ladder room. He's cleared that much. They've got a smoke for Ivy if they want to deploy it, but they've got to get their skates on because OG are looking to emerge from connector. That boost could be absolutely crucial. Leo just making it in time. Valde surely gets a free frag here. Leo walking to his... Oh my god, almost, but not quite. Now, where is Lucas? That's the question. The bomb is planted for him. There's no guarantee that he's here, though, but will they have the angles? Alexi B going for the full defuse in the smoke. Lucas doesn't believe he's found him. He's isolated the fight, but Valde through the box says, no, it's not isolated. And we've got an 8th round here for OG.
Big round. And nice defuse. So, they get that AWP. And they really needed that win because their money is just utterly shattered. Whereas, you know, MIBR still got cash. They're sitting pretty. They'll be fine going into this next round. This is it. 15th round. And OG, they're definitely going to be feeling a little bit frustrated to have allowed a 5-round streak to happen for MIBR. But MIBR really felt like they could do no wrong for a moment there. couple of those key clutches, couple of those key fights just swinging their way, and that allows you to chain these rounds together in this fashion.
Well then, last chance Loon in the first half. Sound key will be heard as Leo makes his way towards Hell. IB smokes off already. One up Heaven, but not much longer though. Big fights around E-Box. So many smokes on the site. 2 versus 2. Bomb still in the hands of MIBR. 3 of the 4 players on A. Odd man out is Man2. Quick scope from KNG. Man2 now needs to make his way down the ladder. He scoped in already, which makes things awkward, but... oh. He didn't want to give away the sound cue with the scope. He accidentally did with the ladder. I don't know if that's been heard. Oh boy, there's a bomb in main as well. Misses the flick, and Lucas will finish the 7th round for MIBR. So it's pretty close at half-time. It's all to play for as we head into the second half. But first, a quick break. Possibly the last half of this series, unless we head to overtime. The score is currently close, but will it be that way in about 15 rounds from now? Time will tell if we'll even go that far. 7-8 MIBR, 1 round behind as they move to the CT side. We saw a pretty solid performance from Man2 when he was on CT, 15 for 7. KNG's got some catching up to do, but first come the headshots. No helmets in this round. OG moving
No helmets, exactly. And so P250's always a good time. Seeing more and more of those on the T side. What else we're seeing here is a setup from OG to take this B site quickly with brutal force. As the smoke is going to come through, should get a flash. Not even now. There it is, delayed. KNG though going to get clean 2 kills. Could find the 3rd as well. Looking for the fight. He's going to win it. Beautiful work here from KNG, and he is just so calm, cool, and collected. Picks up all 3 kills and absolutely locks down this B site for his team.
Well,
that is ruthless.
Identifying the positions of the enemies. The problem is they all identified his head with their USPs. A pair of 8s. Many a poker pot has been lost of a shove with a pair of 8s. But we won't be here for long. Soon have the offsuit connectors of 9-8, but which one will take the lead? $2,000 per person on the OG side says probably MIBR. I think there are too many Glocks for MIBR to lose this round. They've got helmets on all the players as well, which will certainly help. So from range, you may need 3 headshots of a Glock to deliver a fray again this round. All quickly headed towards the B bomb site. We can see Lucas lurking far away on Ivy, but MIBR are close to connector for the most part. So rotation can be reasonably quick. Slim jumping through the smoke, and there's a ding-dong from Alexi B at close range, and a FAMAS has been collected.
Nicely done, though. KNG is cleaning up here. Molly in the back as well, forcing him up onto the train. But Montu now with the FAMAS, and Montu with the double! Nearly the triple! Valda takes down KNG. It's all on TRK now, and he is going toe-to-toe. He's got half health, and Issa is on the high ground with full. But he's only got a P250, not the best weapon to stop this defuse if it's coming through. TRK hoping that Issa's going to overstep himself, and without the kit... Oh, he does have the kit. Issa, oh, he needs one more bullet. He's going to get it. OG, clutch it out. A hard eco. James, that was a hard eco for OG. How rare is it to see them win it?
They had 4 Glocks and a P250. I set it up and everything. I said there was no way. There was no way they could lose an eco to 4 Glocks. There were too many Glocks on road. Mantu, what are you doing with that French gun? It doesn't work like that. It's supposed to be crap. I can't believe it.
Unreal.
4 Glocks. They had 4 Glocks.
That's a disaster for MIBR. That is not at all supposed to happen. And now, well, MIBR are going to try and go for some shenanigans of their own. They've got the Force Spy coming in, Deagles and MP9 here from KNG, who is going to go ahead and get the actually get the drop on NBK, and even gets out of there. What is that?
God, MIBR, do you like doing it the hard way? And it'll get even harder. TRK and KNG. 2 AK-47s on deck, one spotted by E-Box. That's a high health player. He's the one who needs to play off of KNG. He's 1 bullet away from doom, no matter where it hits him. TRK desperately trying to do what he can. He'll hear the sound, kill the grenade, and a swing towards E-Box. A double peek, and now KNG has an insurmountable task, surely. He's still looking for him. 4 Glocks, man. Both teams won a CT pistol, but one team shit their bed afterwards.
Yep. That is far from ideal. And that actually changes it up. That's the mold getting broken as well. So the full-on force and actually just works wonderfully. And we are going to get 4 rifles now here for OG. And it's going to be the hard eco for MIBR. Disaster here at the beginning of the second half for MIBR. Should be a 3rd round, although this is, yeah, it's going to be a quick one too. Straight up swarming Issa out towards Ivy. That is perfect. NBK at range is going to look to take a little bit of a fight, but they realize now that there are just too many people here. You do not want to be throwing away guns for MIBR right now if you're OG.
Well, they could do with holding on to this AK-47, but they can take high-risk investment with these pistol players. Try and find an exit, which will probably never come. Well, everything was going the way of MIBR, but apparently Glocks are too much. It's going to take me a while to let go of this memory.
To get over that one.
Yeah, I might need to phone someone about it.
Oh, bombs are ticking, and TRK. Hey, you might be able to catch somebody looking the wrong way here. P250 at range, it can do some damage, and luckily for him, he finds it. Oh, and Alexi B barely makes it out alive.
Yeah, I think they were trying to get people to die to the bomb. Perhaps the smoke on the bomb train would have helped, but then perhaps you could just save it for this round instead. A little investment in players who weren't carrying much, and we're on to the next one. MIBR still have time to make amends for, honestly, a disgraceful round. But again, credits to Mantu. He's been playing very, very well, and I mean, he was a lot to do with that problem. Well, OG with a roaring start to the second half, but now comes the AWP of KNG, and a lot of flashbacks of OG. VSM blind in sandwich and dead thanks to Alexi.
Straight into the action here. This is all going to come down to timing. How does it work out? As the smokes are down, there it is, the spot. Traded 1 for 1. TRK at least putting up a fight there. Manages to get that going his way. And at Ivy, it's Issa winning out against Lucas. It's KNG and Leo. Last 2 alive now for MIBR. in the back line, but they're not going to be able to stop that bomb from getting planted. Oh, and this is OG setting themselves up for a tremendous victory here at the very beginning.
Really. Instant momentum. It's so much worse when you win the pistol on a CT side and lose the force buy. You don't have that extra padded loss bonus at the beginning. That really sets you back a number of rounds as well.
Well, that's just unfortunate for Lexi.
He has a kit, Leo, and I think he's going to go for this, but it can be a simple lineup. He's got to get on that quickly, however. The spray will come from Pop Dog straight in the head. Utter denial as KNG tries to survive. Got some shadow advantage, but doesn't have the round at all.
Wow. They still made that a super expensive round.
Yeah, not even teasing a chance of defusing that bomb. Straight in the dome, first bullet. Thank you, no thank you.
Yeah, get out. Yeah, exactly. Sit down. But that actually is, I mean, as far as MIBR are concerned, that's still got to be considered a little bit of a victory just because they got OG to spend so much money this round. A lot of that bank is going to go up here. So OG, that turned into a very expensive one. We'll see. 4-round lead, though, for OG. 12-8, T-side. And now very quickly over into Brown Halls this time for OG. Do they just accelerate straight to B? That'd have been a mad lad play. No way. Are they going to be that fast? No hesitation. What a quick play coming in here from OG.
Absolutely. Operation Avoid KNG. They know where he is now, and he's really risking his AWP, but he knows what he's capable of. Don't want to give him too much opportunity. Vado goes deep on his own. Meanwhile, they're still sitting up top. Mantu so patient. He knew KNG was coming, but the Deagles are coming as well. The bomb needs to be collected. That's an important kill. VSM and TRK remain. We'll see if they can collect any weapons that might be at the back, like that AWP. Issa may be looking to punish this, but that does mean he might give a 1v1 up, and who knows what happens with these Deagles. VSM's collected that AWP now. As long as they don't give an opportunity, who knows. Down goes TRK, and suddenly it might turn into a save, but if they're too aggressive trying to stop him, then he has a chance. He has a defuse kit, VSM. Looking for the quick scope on Issa. Creeping towards the side. He's got a smoke as well. He has to land that shot! That's his chance gone.
That's so painful watching. You're just thinking that everything is possible there for VSM, but not this time. Not this time. And so MIBR is going to be the second tactical timeout called by MIBR. After that one, I think they're going to need it. A little bit of a breather. These rounds have been so close. They just have not been able to clinch it on MIBR's side. But this will be the big buy round here from MIBR. So I do like the timeout call. Just need to slow it. Although OG... It's kind of tough to call the tendency right now with OG. There isn't really a pattern that's developing. So it is going to be a bit of a gamble right now for MIBR. Like, what is the call? Where do you think OG is going to go next? In this era, in this day and age.
Some short moments of reflection for MIBR. Absorb the plays from the rounds that have gone. As they really have to start winning these rounds now. Style points for TRK. Blind, able to throw the strafe incendiary. That one will land no matter what the situation. Respect for that one. Not a lineup you see every day. So they've stopped any initial push that may have been coming from OG, but now they need to play to win a round out. 5v5 as OG have presence. They've taken control upper B, which will have MIBR with a 2-man investment towards A and towards B rather. I do wonder what these 3 players hugging the A bomb site will do as they look to get more aggressive on the radar.
Oh, it gets heard. That's unreal. Now they know that he's holding close. Could be on the ladder, but more likely, yep, he's just on the other side of that smoke. And now there's the drop down. Okay, what is going to be the play with that? Ooh, Alexi B just dropping into that molly. Man advantage now for MIBR. 40 seconds on the clock, and that smoke is going to clear in a moment, and NBK is going to be dancing. It's going to be real tough here unless he can catch Leo. But Leo decides not to make any mistakes here. He gets caught right on the edge. The smoke does clear in the end.
Maybe holding on a little too long. Maybe there's a gap anyway. Patient shot from KNG. Issa trying to get towards Connector, which can be very important. I think one's going towards Oil. That's NBK. Very important diagonal angle, and he goes to pursue yet further, but that gives a chance to Lucas. 4-on-2 now as MIBR looking for a rare round on their CT side here on Train. Man2, 1 versus 4. Shotgun mode. Nice flick onto Lucas. He's got half a chance as well, but he's missed a crucial shot. And another one. I don't know how he stayed alive that long, but he did. Didn't manage to do more damage, however. 2 AWPs remain, and MIBR make it to 9. Even though this has been a difficult half for them, even though OG have got 5 rounds in a row, MIBR still aren't too far away from them if they can turn things around right now.
No, absolutely. I mean, if they can break the money here, this is going to be one of those rounds where OG are going to have spent a lot of their cash and they don't have much to fall back on. OG, however, you know, they're good at getting the bomb planted right now, and so that's always bonus money. Even if they lose, they're going to get that 800 across the board. But here's Alexi B, straight out through main already, managing to dodge a lot of that nade damage. And NBK is going to catch Lucas. That's Ivy getting dropped. One of them out of the picture already. Not sure if TRK got spotted in heaven, but with the window getting broken, there's Alexi B finding the first one. KNG is gone. Man advantage now for OG, although VSM was able to fight back.
That opening kill from NBK caused so many problems for MIBR. Significantly took position as Ivy smoke allows them to plant the bomb. But still, it's a 3-on-3. TRK trying to stay alive, dropping off from heaven. VSM waiting patiently towards Ivy, waiting for that smoke to go. They're going to be in a holding pattern until it's gone, and now it has. Doesn't know what the situation is towards Hell, but he's seen Man2 towards E-Box. Fadeaway flashbang to buy some time. 3v3, looking towards Connector, blind, and Alexi B's taken one in the face. That bomb is ticking, however. Man2 towards Ivy. Suddenly, it's only Leo, and he drops quickly as well. When Alexi B makes it to Olaf, it's really hard for him to make his way towards Ivy in case there's a sniper by Hell. But with NBK getting a kill across the bomb site, that allows Alexi B to go up towards Hell. Nobody's watching it. Free frag on the bomb site, and things go from bad to worse for MIBR.
Yeah, 100%. And well, things just got a whole lot worse for MIBR as that puts OG up on 14 rounds, 1 round away from match point. And MIBR, they have no money. They've got KNG, who's got 5,500. The rest of them, it's around 3,000, between $3,000 and $4,000 in the bank. That's agony, James. Well, you're left with the with the decision. You have to go for the hard or for a half buy here and play for overtime, or you go all out. You go all in, and well, they are going to go all in. Straight buy across the board. Get whatever you can. Rifles, nades, whatever you can afford. Get them, and it is going to be knives out, straight up fight in an alley here from MIBR. Oh man.
Yeah, oh man, indeed. Not much to shout about here for MIBR. We came into this with great expectations from both teams, but only one is delivering. Man2 unchallenged, staring at Connector, taking some grenade damage, leaving TRK on 16 HP. This is a full force buy from MIBR. KNG's lurking somewhere with the AWP. Leo has the scope of the AUG on the B-bomb site. KNG unable to find anything just yet. Forced to be passively holding an off angle on Ivy. Not really going to have the impact he's looking for at the moment with OG focused on B.
Oh, but look at this rotation. Third player over, as well as somebody close by. TRK's in Pop Dog. There's VSM, holds the line, finds the first shot on NBK. Leo on top, manages to find another one at range. All the kills coming through here for MIBR. It's Man2 just like that in a 1v4. How did this happen? Disaster for the... Oh, well, he's gone. That's it. 10-14. MIBR backs to the wall, fighting it out. Man, I wish we had cams on them right now. Those guys have got to be getting hype. A win like that had to happen.
Leo's had a disastrous map, 8 for 21. However, not too late to have impact frags. 4 rounds away. Even as difficult as this has been, this is recoverable for MIBR. We have to bear that in mind, especially with the monetary situation for OG. It's Glocks again, but this time with more Deagles. Does that make them more likely to win or worse versus MIBR? We'll see as this round plays out. HE's not quite making it into main, but no one's there anyway. Leo being very careful now. This time on the anti-eco. MIBR will play the range game so as not to give up a rifle too easily to these players. KNG with some target practice. Look how patient he is with these shots. There we go, NBK's got a kill, but there's no rifle for him to collect because MIBR are playing more safely. So they've learned, they're evolving, slowly but surely.
That is the most unlucky spot for the bomb to drop, though. Did you see that?
I didn't see it.
Oh, just right in the alley. There's no way you're getting that bomb. So the first guy down drops the bomb, and instead of facing towards the bomb site where it could have dropped behind the train, for example, it just drops right in the open. There's no way you're getting that bomb. So tough break there for OG and how that played out in that anti-eco. But now, despite the fact that they didn't get the bomb plant, they still have enough money for a buy. It's just not quite as many nades as they would like, of course. But we're going to go back for what worked. Tried and true. Alexi B powering forward. Wow, no hesitation! But VSN still gets a kill! The timing! So close. It's a 4-on-4. KNG's got the angle now.
Yeah, that position is really important, though, for OG. It compromises MIBR. That'll certainly help. Lucas delivering onto NBK. TRK's got some sound cues. He'll hear the retreat from that hell position. But we hear the scope as well. The flashbang. He walks straight into it. That was a very hopeful flashbang, especially after hearing that scope. But perhaps the motor memory was too fast for the brain.
Man, this really makes you wonder who's going to crack first here under the pressure. Elimination match. Last few rounds of the last map. In a tournament where if you go the distance, you net $500,000. But right now it is MIBR believing that this is going to be a B hit. They are fully trusting in KNG to hold this at the step. Easiest shot of KNG's life. He's not going to miss that one. Alexi B, unfortunately, not going to be able to connect either. KNG manages to sneak his way past, and now double smokes going down. Nicely done there. But we got to see some amazing work coming in from OG.
Alexi B, he might find something here. He's seen the barrel of the gun, but as he scopes in, KNG's just too fast. The trade is here from Pallate, slowly repositioning towards E-Box. They're still focused on Bob Dog, but is this a consideration for them? I think it might be with that HG grenade. Both waiting for a peek. Which way does he choose to go? Lucas with a grenade in his hand. Leo with an instant trade. So important. That was a scary one. Had no idea he could be E-Box, but Leo was ready. And again, I spoke about impact frags. He's 9 for 22, but how important was that one?
Dude, again, yeah. That's always been the thing, right? Where it's like, okay, maybe you aren't getting the big kills. But, I mean, you're not getting all of the eco frags, the feel-good frags, you know, where it's like, all right, cool, you know, awesome, landing a bunch of kills. It's getting the kills that win you rounds, that clutch out rounds. If you're going to just go ahead and get a few kills and a half and you get nothing but clutch kills, all right, there's, you know, there's something to be said for that. And Leo now showing up in a big way for MIBR when they needed him. 14-12, and OG, it's looking like it's going to be a change of pace once again. Straight on down. There's a Molotov, and they're going to make it through. Yep, there's the smoke, and getting bogged down in the smoke, getting caught on the edge of the door. Lady Luck is not favoring OG now. She is definitely turned against him.
Even though OG had a great run. Ooh, okay. They've got a rifle and eco. Oh! Oh, I could see it happening. And maybe there's still a chance. If NBK can keep things close range, this Tech 9 will be very devastating. There's a reason the front of that gun's got flame damage. He's found his way to Old Bomb. He's got a chance for a 1v1 here. There's the first one. The 180. Double peak potentially coming from Connector. Very patiently played, but he'll do the best he can. Now, MIBR, with their backs to the wall, are coming back. 1 round behind OG. You do start to wonder.
These are all by such close margins, though. Such the finest of margins. That's what's going on here. So with the bomb plant now, you have everything you could want if you're OG. MIBR cannot be feeling confident at all. It's been a couple of clutches, and even in that one, NBK is hitting all headshots, right? So, you know, they've got to be feeling like there's still quite a bit of pressure. They don't have it all done just yet at MIBR. But this is an interesting way to change it up, going aggressive Ivy. I like this from MIBR, man. This takes some courage trying to make the play, but it is going to be aggression towards B early on. Leo on scopes, still manages to find the shot on Montu. He will get traded by Velda.
Seems they're straight targeting Leo, maybe based on his score as the only man on the B bomb site. Nice and simple. They'll probably start with one towards B. Let's just rush B. Have a look at his position from Pallate. How on earth can he get that frag? Are you serious, KNG? Is there anything this man can't do here at Flashpoint 2?
It is actually a bit ridiculous that he manages to get that kill, but the angle should not be favoring him whatsoever. That smoke way overshot, however, but against an AWP, not going to matter. He's going to make the play, though. Alexi B finds a kill of his own, and now Alexi B steps into the open, finds a big kill. It's a one-on-one clutch, and Alexi B now going to be dancing the dance with KNG. P250 in hand here for KNG, and time is running out. He finds the shot, but he doesn't have time for the defuse. OG make it happen, 15-13. Match point for OG.
A simple but effective strategy. MIBR with one on the B bomb site. Their worst performing player, Rush B. It's close.
They figured it out.
They did.
Turns out if the guy isn't quite connecting all the time, go and punish that guy.
What's epic for OG as well is that they managed to have KNG lose his AWP. Yes, he's got another one, but Leo had to drop that, and he's got no grenades because of it. Look at this buy from MIBR. TRK will have something, but right now, 2, maybe 3 of their team have grenades to defend rushes, to delay on B with smokes and so on. They are out. They're going to have to be very aggressive, and they have been. We've seen those pushes from Ivy before. Previously, they had smokes up, so they couldn't see the other side. There was no smoke this time, but they just couldn't get back in time.
Oh, this is going to be the true test here for MIBR. A couple of these new players, it's worth keeping in mind, still getting that experience at this level, and well, they've definitely put on one hell of a show for us here at MIBR. Now it's a question of whether or not they can get these remaining 2 rounds and force overtime on the 3rd map. That's going to take some grit and a little bit of luck here, because the buy is not pretty. KNG's got an AWP, Leo's got an M4, the rest of them are on pistols. Whereas OG have pretty much full bot going into this. But OG, look at them, man. Slow playing it at the end. Just sussing it out.
Oh, well. KNG. Oh, that was so important for him to get a frag. He's got to get kills while his team are still alive. Lucas will deliver something. They're lining up for him. That is absolutely perfect for KNG. 4 versus 2. NBK spotted in sandwich. The dream is really collapsing. OG have got no money in the hole. This is a disaster of a round for OG. Giving KNG multiple cracks at the whip, and boy has he delivered from all angles. They survived with 4. But they got to face pistols now.
Dude, he's ridiculous. 35 kills for KNG in regulation. 35 kills. He is filthy.
Yeah, Mantu definitely slowed down on the T side, of course. Without the luxury of the CT angles, such will be the case. And indeed, KNG has stepped up to the plate and delivered. But they've got to do it one more time, MIBR, versus worse buys, where they perform worse, generally speaking, sometimes.
Had to change the pace, had to change the pace and get in here, make it chaotic.
This is where MIBR do not thrive. OG are swarming everywhere. They really are like the Zerg army at the moment. 5 on 3. They're planting the bomb. Leo's getting tapped to pieces. Oh god, it had to be this way, didn't it? Kind of classic for where they are at the moment. TRK at old bomb. He can't take a 1v1 and lose. He can't be traded. He's got to get a multi-frag. There we go. Stereo kills for MIBR. That bomb's ticking. TRK has a kit, however. LXCP's in a horrible situation. TRK slow to respond, which leaves KNG alone with the AWP. Just trying to avoid him. Looking for the flick, missing it though. The double peek is potentially on. One more, the headshot from Mantu, and that is a wrap. Of course, with pistols, OG do it. It's the only way they can do it versus MIBR. Their biggest Achilles heel there. Pistols.
Outrageous. What a finish, and what a call from Alexi B in the end. OG getting cold feet in the round prior with the rifles where they tried to slow down the pace, and it just doesn't work against MIBR. MIBR clearly struggle in the chaos, and Alexi B, that's the kind of call you needed to make at the end there to get the job done. And well, obviously, with the benefit of hindsight, we can say that, congratulations, you made the correct call, but just feeding into the chaos with the pistols, putting the maximum amount of pressure on those guys.
Absolutely. Exploiting the weakness of your opponent. They can't deal with force buys. They made it as chaotic as possible. They spread across the site. And there we go. It's a fitting way to end things, and that really, because it shows, I think, in that round where the things that MIBR will fix. But once they fix those, imagine how dangerous they're going to be with the way they're improving at the moment. It will be OG who head to the upper bracket final tomorrow, and we will be back tomorrow at 2 p.m. Make sure you're following the channel and the socials as well. Our matches will be Fnatic versus OG in a lower bracket final, also known as a consolidation final. Then Virtus Pro versus the winner of the previous at 7 p.m. for our grand final. It's been an interesting day here, an interesting 24 hours at Flashpoint, but there's one more day to come. So stay tuned. We'll all see you here tomorrow. Quarantine Counter-Strike. Have a good evening.